What's going on, everybody? All right, so this is a Patreon video, but I wanted to share it on this YouTube channel because I didn't find too many contract-related 203K loan videos on YouTube. It's all about on the customer, homeowner perspective, and I wanted to give the contractor perspective on my limited experience on these babies. So, yeah, let's get into it. I did do some homework. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. But yeah, million red flags with these, and I mean, if you're a homeowner or a customer who wants to buy a house, I think these are really great. I mean, this is a good service, especially if you don't have much money. But on the contractor side, man, these are like, who does these kind of jobs? Like, it's ridiculous. So let's get into it. What's going on, guys? All right, so I want to talk about a couple things real quick. I had a couple customers reach out to me, and one is a complete an addition, like 800 square foot addition on a house and re-roofing the entire house. And then the husband comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, listen, I want to keep it around $100,000." So we go over everything. That's what he said his budget was, and so we go through everything. I'm like, "All right, let's take a look." Estimates are pretty easy, pretty straightforward anyway. So, obviously you're just going to let them talk, ask open-ended questions and everything. Like I've been telling you on the, if you guys are part of the $10 and up tier, you can go check out those videos, let the customer talk, just take notes, everything like that. And then, so that, ask them about, the requirements, yes or no. There's things that they want to add, things they want to take off, all that kind of stuff. They want to do their own painting, they want to do their own insulation as far as hanging it and installing it. So no problem, absolutely. But so everything's fine. I go home, work up an estimate, and they, I know they say they wanted $100,000, and then I submit an estimate for $140,000 because that's what they wanted. That's the cotton. Doesn't matter what the customer wants their budget to be. That's the cost of the job they want. So I asked them, "This is what you guys want? Cool." Gave them $140,000, $138,000 estimate for that scope of work. And yeah, it doesn't matter what the customer wants to be under. It only matters what the job actually costs to do. So I told them, like, this is what you guys want. This is what it's going to cost. They didn't have to say anything about it. They're going to go talk to their bank and get financing for it. And that's that. So the next job, which I'm going to go here in a second, but I get to it. It's a free. I did a free on-site estimate. Because I'll get to that in a second here. But a free on-site estimate, going through the entire project with the customer and their real estate agent, which I'll get. It's a 203K loan anyway, but job. And I've never done one of these before. I wanted the experience, and I, just going through it. And I know what you're saying. If you guys know what the 203K loan, I know. I'm going to tell you right here in a few. But going through it, he's like, "Yeah, we want to be around $60,000. That's what we can do," kind of thing. So I'm going through everything. The customer has a list of things they want to do. Okay, try bathroom, kitchen, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. I get home, work up an estimate, nice 4-page estimate, $109,000. Because the customer, doesn't matter their budget. It's they don't dictate my pricing. It's they can want to be at $60,000 all day long, but if you have a $108,000 taste for a $60,000 budget, it is what it is. So that's what I submitted to both of those customers, and I haven't heard back from one anyway, but we'll get into the 203K loan process. It's a FHA. It's basically where you can buy a house, fixer-upper, and take out money. All right, so had to relocate. Anyways, so 203K loan, let's get into it. It's about a million red flags as a contractor, and I'm telling you guys right now, don't do these because it takes basically a contractor who can basically almost self-finance the entire project is what it's looking like, and which is fine because the estimate I submitted for this 203, there's absolutely no discounts. Like, there's no discounts. I'm not marking everything up, but there's I'm making money on everything. And if I have to front a bill for something or wait weeks or maybe even a month for payment, then yeah, we're getting paid, right? So as far as like the 203K loan process, I think it's great for the homeowner, but I've watched it. I did some research. I did some, I watched some YouTube videos, and it just seems like, customers are like, oh, just go get a contractor, give you some estimates, and then back and forth with a bunch of paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork with these 203K loans, and I'm not doing it for free, and neither should you. So, which I would highly recommend you guys not do that. But there's money to be made as long as it's on my terms, or I can work with the bank, which means I'm 90% sure that I'm not going to get this job, nor do I want the job. But I did want the experience of kind of going through the process, and I wanted to look this up because I've heard of them, but I never really actually looked into it. So I'm here to let you guys know on this Patreon page, don't do it. These are pretty much just for like the sucker contractors, or the contractors who can front a bunch of money or have no problem doing it. Maybe they have a backer or an investor who gives them a bunch of money up front, and it's no liability on their end. Who knows? But I'm not going to purchase all the materials and then do half the work for a job and then hope for a payment from a bank. Like that's ridiculous. So now I will talk to if the customer comes back and says, hey, we like your bid, blah blah blah. These are the terms. I'll counter, or I'll talk. Hey, I can talk to your bank. Because, it depends on the bank. These, obviously, or the credit union, wherever they're going with these FHA 203K loans. I want to talk to the bank, be like, listen, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I can do. This is what I'm not going to do. And if they tell me, like, all we're going to give you is, like, 30% up front and then the rest of it at the end, like, come on. Like, no, don't do that. So, a couple things about the FHA 203K loan. The homeowner, the potential homeowner, whatever it is, doesn't have the, there's no money. Like, we're not getting any money before either any work is done or anything that the bank's not going to cut a check for. So I've got to, apply for permits. I've got to do, a bunch of work on my end, which is not going to happen. So it's a crap show, really. It is. But I want to let you guys know this is what I ran into, and this is the experience that I wanted to, and I'm fronting the bill on my end for labor. Like, I'm doing the free estimate, I'm doing the homework on it, and there's money to be made, but at the same time, all the risk and basically hardly, besides at the end of the job where you get paid from the bank, there's not much reward. You're taking all the liability, all the risk, having to do a bunch of legwork on your own as the contractor. Not only do you have to keep the homeowner happy, but you got to keep the bank, because the bank has the credit union, we'll just refer to it as a bank. The bank's going to have their own inspection to come out, make sure the work is completed with, if they're fronting the bill, I have no problem with that at all. But I don't want to have the work done, call the bank like a week ahead of time, because I know we're going to have the work done, and then have it delayed 3 or 4 weeks for the guy to come out here to inspect it, and then issue the check, which the check probably takes, 2 to 3 or 4 weeks to come. So then you're months without payment for work that you've already done, kind of thing. So there is so many red flags with this kind of work. I would highly recommend all contractors like this. I don't even know why there's a market for this kind of work. Like, I get it. Like, if you're a huge business and I might be there, I could, we could front, but at the same, I don't need to. Like, I preach on this page, you guys, and even on my YouTube channel, like, use the homeowner's money to finance their own project. Don't use your money, because it's not worth it. That's not how, I'm not going to go out there and accumulate a bunch of debt on a credit card to purchase materials to have them sit on a job site and then have a homeowner not pay me for them. That's not how it works. That's not what we do here. So, I'll collect a deposit, go get materials for a customer, get those materials on the site so the customer can see that the money you gave them, you actually purchased materials for their job. You don't want to just keep it forever, because that doesn't look good on you as well. But yeah, big red flags with the 203K loan process, guys. I've had reached out to a couple people who've done them before. They say stay away. It's such a pain in the ass. There's a lot of paperwork. There's you're basically the bank for the homeowner, because you're financing everything, and then maybe the bank will cut you a check either on their terms or whenever they feel like it, basically. So there are a couple other things. Like, I think you have to start, like, once the bank gives you the okay and they close, like, you've got to start work within 30 days on the project, which is not a big deal at all. But you also I think there's like, it's required to be completed within 6 months. Well, I'm like, depending on the work and the scope of the work, what if the bank, I asked them, I was like, hey, how soon can your inspectors get out here? How soon can we move forward? Because, you know, this looks like, this screams like you're going to have to move forward on the next part of the contract without getting paid from the previous part, which, you know, it's not good for you as a contractor. I wouldn't highly recommend not doing that. So yeah, 203K loans. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys had any experience with them. I don't think, I mean, I don't have many guys on here, so let me know. But I reached out to a couple people, and obviously online, looked at, you know, forums, groups, and they don't have a very good reputation with the contractors. So I honestly, I don't even know how people even function as far as the contractors who solely do these 203K loans. Like, I'm not sure, like, why would you want to front all the, like, I mean, I get it, like, there's no discounts on, like, the back end as long as you get paid on the back end from the bank. But man, that's a lot of liability. That's a lot of there's a lot of leverage on the bank side because they have all the money. They're the cash cow. They dictate when they pay you, kind of thing. So anyways, I just want to that is not ideal, but I wanted the experience, and well, I'll keep you guys posted, obviously here first on the Patreon page, because I want to see how this goes. I'm guessing that they're not going to do it because the what do you call it? The mortgage guy, the real estate agent, was thinking like 60K. And I was like, there's no way, like, you want a completely new kitchen, gutted, a bathroom expanded, like a 50 square foot bathroom completely gutted and redone with tile shower, dual vanity. Like that bathroom alone could be $15,000 to $20,000, just the bathroom alone. So, you know, realistic expectations. My pricing is not going to change, so it doesn't matter what they expect to pay. It only matters what it is actually going to cost to build. And we'll go from there. I appreciate it. See you guys on the next video.